Thank you, and good morning, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to join you today at one of the most exciting intersections of nature, of community, and engineering, the Minnesota Zoo Treetop Trail. What a view! I mean, it's incredible, just like we said, just to be able to look at it right here and walk it is just amazing. What a place to celebrate the power of public infrastructure and the remarkable folks that make it all possible. When we first started the Engineering and Public Works Roadshow back in 2022, as Scott mentioned, the idea was to shine a spotlight on the kind of often unseen work of engineers and public works officials and professionals. We wanted to see what we wanted people to see what we do every single day and all the way that engineering touches our lives. That's why we're here today at the zoo, to celebrate that. Standing here among the trees, it's pretty easy to appreciate the natural beauty all around us. But what might be less visible is the engineering that brought this vision to life. My name is Dan Larson, as they said. I'm representing ACEC here as incoming chair-elect. Linda has been to several of these for ACEC around the country, and just so happens to be in my backyard. I'm a proud Minnesotan, and also AET, my firm, did a lot of work on the project with the design and construction team, so very, very happy to be here today. I want to thank APWA and ASCE and the zoo team and everybody else for this project. It's a great partnership that we have with APWA and ASCE on this. We really don't shout from the rooftops loud enough about what we do and what the engineers do for this country and this world. The Treetop Trail is really more than just a walkway when you think about it. It's a shining example of how smart, sustainable engineering can repurpose and reimagine infrastructure. Think about it. It used to be an old monorail track. It was abandoned. It was left idle for a number of years. Now been transformed into the longest elevated pedestrian loop in the world. Imagine that, in the world. It's the longest elevated pedestrian loop, well over a mile around. It lets visitors to the zoo experience it from a whole new perspective, offering an inclusive and inspiring journey through the tree canopy. And it didn't just happen. It was dreamed up, planned, and engineered by professionals who saw not what was, but what could be. Structural engineers worked hand in hand with architects and construction professionals and the zoo team and the staff here to make sure that the trail was safe, it was accessible, and seamlessly integrated into the environment. Their work helps support not only the zoo's mission of conservation and education, I think we'll hear a little bit more about that here in a second, but also the broader goal of creating spaces that serve communities in creative and lasting ways. That's what engineering is really all about. When we talk about public infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, our water systems, our parks, we're really talking about the foundation of daily life. Engineers are the unsung heroes who make sure our water is clean, our communities are safe, and yes, we can walk among the treetops without a care in the world, right? But here's something we need to talk about today, and I want to echo some previous comments, especially with so many students in the audience here. Across the country, we're facing a shortage of engineers. So I'm looking at all of you guys back there. We need more bright minds to step up, to study science and study math, dream big and build even bigger. To the students here today, if you ever look at a roller coaster and wonder how it stays up, if you look at a bridge and ask yourself how it supports so many cars, you might be an aspiring engineer. And we get very excited about that. We need you, the world needs you, and our future needs your ideas, your curiosity, and your passion. Because engineering really isn't just about numbers and blueprints, it's about solving problems. It's about improving communities. It's about making lives better. And it's about leaving something great for the next generation. Projects like the Treetop Trail show us what's possible when we invest in public works, and support the talented people that behind those projects. And this roadshow, traveling from place to place, as you heard, 18 different places so far and counting. Another one happening next week in Texas. Sharing these stories, it's a celebration of what happens when public service and engineering come together with a purpose. So today, let's not just look up at this amazing trail, let's also look ahead. Let's look to the future, built by the hands and minds of people who care, people that are in in the audience here today that had a hand in this. People like the engineers we honor, and maybe just a few of you in a few years as you pursue your STEM career, potentially into engineering and consulting engineering, be able to work on cool projects like this. So thank you to the Minnesota Zoo, to the brilliant engineering team behind the Treetop Trail, to every student, teacher, and family that came here today to celebrate this. Let's keep asking questions. Let's keep exploring. Let's keep building. And let's stay curious. Thank you.